So in this video, I want to talk to you about textbooks. I'm in Canvas. I want to direct you to the modules page, and then this frequently asked questions (FAQ). I try to put some information there that you'll need. So books. So we're going to use the Stevens Think Do textbook, and it's a good book. I like what he does with it. Probably the strongest thing about this textbook is that Dr. Stevens has, if you click on that link, it takes you here. He has a set of video lectures set up by chapter, and this is him. And they've got it broken out by each section, and he's done, and he's got some video for the summary. This says summary worksheets, and in the back he's got all the answers there. It's just a nice supplement, and it's fairly low cost. Now with that said, how do you buy your textbooks? Well, and this is really why I'm making this video. If you have a textbook voucher to buy, and you're not comfortable buying it through third-party websites, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the eCampus. Let's see, do I have that opened up here? I don't. Let's see how it does. So eCampus, and we're going to shop by course. And this is the fall 2019 when I'm recording this, and this is a math course. And this is 2021, and this is section 2, online section 2, the one I teach. See, there's my name. I'm going to select that, and we'll continue. And you've got to buy the WebAssign Access. That's a must. What comes in that is an ebook. It's embedded into the WebAssign portal, and it works okay. You can't print it. You can't do anything with it. You can read it online. If you're okay with that, that's great. The eCampus bookstore is charging you $72 for it, almost $73 for it. And it's an online code. I think they mail you a card with it on it, and then you get the code to access your account, the website. You can also opt to buy a paper-bound textbook, and the bookstore is charging you almost $40 for it. And why it's nice, why you might consider buying, having a paper-based textbook, is these lectures that Dr. Stevens does. These are walkthroughs. His textbook isn't so much. There's some reading going on here. Do I have that open? Let me stop this video for a minute, and I'll open that up for you. So this is the PDF version of the textbook. You don't have access to this through WebAssign. You've got to just something that's online. But what he does is, I don't know if you come down to it, is he's got a bunch of, it's not so much a lot of text. I mean, it looks like a lot of text. He kind of walks you through this, and he gives you some like a lecture on these examples, not the your turns, okay? But he walks through it, and if we get more mathematical here, let's see, can I jump down to chapter 2? Chapter 2 is a little more mathematical. If you start looking at, he starts talking you through all the notation and the examples. It's worth being able to write this down, is what I'm trying to get at. So I would suggest to you that you do buy a paper version of this and print it, or buy a PDF and print it, and be able to take notes as you watch it. Now, you don't have to. That might not be your learning style. It seems to work well for people that do well in the course. Okay, so that's why you might want to consider having the paper book also. So let's come back to the Moodle, or Canvas, sorry. So as you saw out at, let's see, do I still have that open? If you go through the bookstore, you're going to spend over $100 on these two items. Because it's kind of pricey, not as much as you could spend with other courses, but it's still pretty pricey. I'm going to suggest you, and if you have a textbook voucher, this is the way you got to do it, because they honor the textbook vouchers, nobody else does. That comes from the school. So, but I'm going to ask you to consider another way to do this. What you can do is you can buy it directly. You can buy this directly from WebAssign, and I opened up my course. If you buy just the WebAssign Access, then that has the that has the associated ebook with it. It's only going to cost you about $46 directly from WebAssign, and they email you the code, or you get the code immediately when you buy it that way. You don't have to wait for the bookstore to mail it to you. If it were me, I would do it this way. I'm pretty comfortable buying stuff online. It's, credit card or debit card, or I even think they'd take PayPal. So that's what something I would have you consider. Now, with this said, CCV wants me to say that they can't support you if you buy it through direct, not through the bookstore. The bookstore, they can support you. The bookstore screws up, they can fix it for you. Here, it's all WebAssign. However, WebAssign doesn't usually screw up, so they're pretty good. I'd say it's a safe website. Been dealing with them for a few years now. So that's one way to save yourself $30. And then to get the paper, remember how the eCampus was charging almost $40 for the textbook? Well, you can go out to here. I think I've got a link two places, here and here, and I think I opened it already. Yeah, so you can buy a bound. It's a spiral bound, same thing as what the bookstore is selling you, for $29.95, and there might be a shipping charge. I don't know about that. But you'll save $10 that way, or you can buy, and this is the way I would recommend you do. If you've got a cheap way to print this, and it's about 300 pages maybe, for $9.95 you can download the digital PDF, and that's what this document is here that I have. This is the copy of that PDF. I really can't give this to you because I'm breaking copyright laws. I mean, I would love to do that. I do have the first couple chapters available, or I will if I don't now. And that's in case to hold people over until they get their books from the bookstore. But what I would do is, I recommend you do is, as I said, if you have an inexpensive way to print this book, that way they'll give, and put it in a loose leaf binder, and that way you'll have something to write on as you watch Dr. Stevens' videos. Okay, so I guess that's what I wanted to point out to you in this video. I'll keep it short. That you have these less expensive options to get access to the textbook. So WebAssign, you can buy the WebAssign Access directly from WebAssign Cengage. I used to do this thing. You need an access code, you need a course code sometimes to buy it from them. I'm trying to get it linked up. I'm trying to get WebAssign linked directly into Canvas, and I've just started that process with the WebAssign people this morning. So it's not hooked up yet. It may be that I'll just have to send you out to log on separately to WebAssign, but I'm trying to make it so you don't have to. Okay, so that's what I'll stop this video. It's probably getting long enough. I just wanted to make sure I pointed this out to you. If you're ready, and while I'm at it, I'll probably say it again. You can, right now, you could go into adjust your, I guess I don't link that. You can adjust your profile here in Canvas, and I'll have a video here shortly. I thought I had it copied over. And you can go to the introductions forums and tell us about yourself, and I'll have my example here, or I'll have my post here. I guess I haven't copied that over yet too. So let me know. Send me an email if you need some help.